What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another video of Barbecue with Barry, and today we are doing some smoked and fried party ribs. Let's get started. All right, so we got our 2 racks of baby back ribs here. We're gonna go ahead and get these cut open, and then we're gonna start individually slicing them into individual ribs. All right, we got our ribs out of the package. We'll go ahead, just kind of pat these dry. Get any of that juice that's in there off of them. Then we're gonna go ahead and just do a light trimming on these. All right, now that we got these out of the package, let's go ahead and start cutting these into individual ribs. Sometimes these are a little bit difficult to cut, but got some nice, pretty nice fatty ribs here for being baby back, which are typically more lean than spare ribs. So all right, so we got our party ribs all cut up here into individual ribs. This was 2 racks of baby back ribs. Now we're gonna go ahead, throw these in a pan and get them seasoned. We're gonna use some mustard as a binder, get them seasoned, and then we're gonna throw them on the smoker at 225 degrees. I like just putting them in a pan because it's kind of easier to season them all on all sides. Get that mustard on there as a binder. So just to make it as easy as possible, throw these in here. Kind of keeps all your seasonings and stuff like that together as well. Let's go ahead and get some mustard on these as a binder. Now, I didn't remove the membrane on these. I don't think you really need to when you're cooking party ribs. You obviously can if you want to, but I don't think it's something that you need to do. All right, then we're gonna go ahead and get these seasoned up with Mitch rub. Then we'll go ahead, throw these on a tray, just to let that seasoning adhere and be easier to throw these on the grill. All right, so we did just use all of the Mitch rub, so we're gonna go back to the classic Heath Riles competition rub for the rest of these. Probably very similar seasonings. I've had both before, and they have a very similar profile, so I don't imagine it'll be too big of a difference. And really, you can season with anything. They'll turn out good. Season with whatever you like. Whether that's Killer Hogs, Meat Church, Heath Riles, whatever you like, use that. Now, I have done party ribs before and a video on that before, but I did get the idea to smoke them and then deep fry them. So we're gonna try probably some of them that way at first to make sure they're good before I do the whole 2 racks and ruin the Super Bowl meal that we have or that I'm making. So we'll go ahead, get these on the smoker, smoke them first, and then deep fry them. Get that extra crispiness on the outside and see how they turn out. We'll go ahead, let these sit, let that seasoning sweat in, and then we will get the smoker fired up. All right, so our seasoning is nice and sweat in. We got the smoker fired up to 225 degrees. Let's go ahead, get these things on the smoker. All right, I did just go ahead and set up an ambient air temp probe in here. You can see right there. Just because on one of our last cooks, the grill was running a little hotter than what it was set to, so I just want to be able to monitor that. So put that in there so that we can monitor the temp at the grate where the ribs are cooking. All right, our ribs have been on here at 225 degrees for right around an hour and a half. We're gonna go ahead and probe these, see how they're doing. Looking like they're almost ready to come off and go into a foil pan. We're gonna go ahead, crank the temperature up to 250 degrees and let these things sit for another 30 minutes to an hour. All right, so our party ribs have been on the smoker for right around 2 hours. They were at 225 degrees for an hour and a half. The last 30 minutes, we bumped it up to 250. They have reached an internal temperature of 160 to 165 degrees. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead, throw these in an aluminum pan with some butter and some barbecue sauce, cover that back up and put them back on the smoker. So let's go ahead, get these off and get them in that pan. All right, we got our nice big pan here. We're gonna go ahead, throw these in here. All right, we got our party ribs in there. We're gonna go ahead, throw some butter in here and some barbecue sauce. All right, we got about half a stick of butter. Go ahead and put that in there. Then we got about, I'm gonna use Mitch's naked barbecue sauce. Got about a quarter of a jar in there. We're gonna just go ahead and use the rest of this. All right, we ran out of the Mitch swamp sauce, so I'm gonna go ahead and top these with this Heath Riles competition barbecue sauce. All right, now we'll go ahead and get this covered up. We'll come back and check on these in right about an hour. All right, while our party ribs finish, I'm gonna go ahead and put our cast iron pan on here with some leftover peanut oil from Thanksgiving. And we're gonna see if we can deep fry some of these. So while those are finishing, let that oil heat up. All right, our ribs have been wrapped up for right around an hour. I'm gonna go ahead, open it up, see how they're looking. Probe it in the high 190s, which is perfect. Maybe I'll flip these around. Some of these over here don't appear to be as far. Let these go for another 5 or 10 minutes. All right, we gave our ribs right around another 5 to 7 minutes. Oh yeah, perfect. We're gonna go ahead, uncover these and let them sit uncovered for a couple minutes. Let that sauce kind of tack up on there. All right, so we just finished. I only did fry a couple of them because this was kind of an experiment video for myself. But I fried a couple of them, and I have some that are just regular party ribs that you saw the whole process of just putting them, cutting them individually, putting them on the smoker, letting them cook till they were 165, threw them in that pan with the barbecue sauce, wrapped them up, and let them finish in there. But then we took some and deep fried them. So let's go ahead and try one of the fried ones first. Still super juicy. Nice clean bite off the bone. I kind of do lose a little bit of that barbecue sauce flavor with frying them, but they are still very good. The outside being nice and crispy. That's a good eating rib right there. All right, let's go ahead and try one of our other ribs, which is just the regular party rib style. I think that's definitely the winner. good little experiment. I did see somebody do this with pork belly burn-in, so I kind of got inspired to try it with some party ribs. But I will say, having the barbecue sauce still on here really makes these a lot better than the fried ones, but the fried ones aren't bad. I think maybe we could just adjust the recipe a little bit, possibly add some barbecue sauce to them after they've been fried, and then that would kind of solve the issue of kind of losing that barbecue flavor. But these, I mean, you can't really beat that. Clean bite off the bone, super tender, super juicy, and good barbecue sauce flavor on there. All right, so let's do a little recap of our cook here today. So we took our ribs out of the packaging. It was 2 racks of baby back ribs. We sliced them into individual ribs, rubbed them down with some mustard as a binder, got them seasoned up with Meat Mitch rub, and then also some Heath Riles competition rub. Threw these on the smoker at 225 degrees where they sat for right around an hour and a half. We then bumped the temperature up to 250 where they sat for another 30 minutes. Once they reach an internal temperature of 165 degrees, we put these in an aluminum pan with some butter, barbecue sauce, covered them up where they cooked for another right around an hour. We uncovered them, let that barbecue sauce kind of glaze over on top of them with the open air in the smoker, took them off, and then this was the result. We did take a couple and deep fry them. Like I said, that was a little bit of an experiment. I think the regular party ribs were probably better than the fried ones. The fried ones did add a nice crisp to the outside. But like I said, maybe we adjust that recipe in the future, add some barbecue sauce on top after they're fried. And I think that would solve the issue of them kind of losing that barbecue flavor. Thanks everybody for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.